This is Diana with Eddie, the pug, and Eddie has issues with leash reactivity. And this is Eddie's assessment, so we want to get some baseline video. So we had tried some of the treats that Diana had brought for Eddie, and he wasn't really focused. He was much more focused on the environment than he was on those treats. So I went and grabbed a couple different kinds to see if we could find a better motivator, something that Eddie would eat in this environment. And what I'm using here is it's freeze-dried lamb lung, and that seemed to get Eddie's attention. So what I'm doing right now is just priming him, letting him know we have these special treats, and seeing if he will work for me in the environment, and then kind of talking with Diana about what we see. Eddie was doing a lot of pacing, a lot of scanning. Here's some noises. You can see he's alert to sounds in the environment, and that's what we're discussing. So this is Eddie's issue, is that he is extremely reactive on leash. We're doing a little test with a small stuffed dog. What we're looking for is to see if in this environment, I'm about 65 feet away, the dog that's not moving, it's an outline of a dog. You can see Eddie is seeing the dog, his weight is forward, his tail is down a little, he's flicking his tongue. He's looking, and I'm trying to, and prompting Diana to try to get Eddie to come back to her. If he is able to connect and check back in with her, she's going to give him a little treat. So you can see he's aware the dog is there. She's able to redirect him. And he's breaking off relatively quickly, which is nice. Here I'm moving the little dog just a little bit. I'm just changing the position. I had the dog, stuffed dog, so his back was to Eddie at first. There we go. And then I've changed the position to the side to see if the orientation of the small dog matters to him. Now here, I was asking Diana to feed him again when he checked back in and stayed with her. She didn't, so he disconnected and he went back to looking for the possible threat with the small dog. I'm asking Diana to touch him to see if that'll bring him back. And she actually gave a little kissy noise, and that did get his attention. He was able to break off and go back to see her. Okay, we're going to change the size of the outline. I'm using a larger stuffed dog. You can see as Eddie is directed and looking at me. I'm bringing a larger dog out to the opposite side of the room. It's about 65 feet. You can see that Eddie's tail is lowered. His body is forward. He's very interested. And I'm asking and prompting Diana at this point to see if she can get Eddie to redirect. Now you see that his tail came up, his weight shifted forward, so he's becoming more concerned. Flicking of the tongue is higher, he hits the end of his leash. Asking Diana to try touch and make some kissy noises to see if we can get Eddie to redirect to her. He did, but he grabbed the cookie and turned right back around. So we can see his level of comfort is less than it was with the smaller dog. So he's perceiving this as a larger possible threat. He's having a harder time reconnecting with Diana, and she's having to click her tongue, make kissy noises, say his name a little bit more. So it's harder for him to not look at the threat. You can see he backed up closer to her. There, she's able to get him to redirect in. But you can see in his stance that this is much more concerning. It's much harder for him to relax in the presence of that dog. So I'm moving the dog out of the way, and that little dance that you're seeing is I'm stepping back around and moving toward them. And of course, since his stress system's been activated, his agitation level is getting higher. And of course, he wants to know a little bit more about that dog that I was with, so he's excited for me to come back in. I'm just trying to see if he'll take food at this point, and his answer is yes, that he will. He still was looking for that other dog, but now he's able to settle in, and he's actually working with me. So I'm talking with Diana here. We're going to discuss thresholds, and that is the next part of this video.